Victor for three. Puts it down. He wants a big game in LA.
There's somebody who's going to want to stop you from doing what you do.
Wemby pull up three on the way. Wee! A 40 spot for Victor Wemby.
You got to be greedy.
What a night in the NBA last night. It feels like we are full-on NBA season now. Hi, everyone, and welcome to First Take. I am Shea Cornett. Mad Dog Chris Russo is with us. Good morning to Stephen A. and Chiney Agumake is back here with us on First Take. They're waking up early from Los Angeles. Good morning, everybody.
You know, it's not early when you keep your body on East Coast time. That's called discipline, Shea. You know about it. Chiney knows about it. I don't know about Doggy. Have you seen him when he's been out west this time in the morning? Oh, my Lord, it's a horrible sight to see. But that's a different subject for another day.
He's happy. He's
Take
smiling.
it easy, Steve. Take it easy.
Take it easy. He's happy. He's smiling. He just had a delicious muffin. Let's go to the NBA. Last night, the Spurs beat the Lakers on the heels of Victor Wembanyama, who dropped 40 points, 37 of those in the first half alone when the Spurs were up by 29 points. The Lakers have dropped 2 in a row, but they were extremely shorthanded, not having LeBron, Luka, and others. The Spurs have now won 5 straight. Here is Victor Wembanyama, and still trying to get back in during the blowout last night.
I was also pushing to go back, but I mean, they did the right choice by keeping me on the bench. We got to think long term. But yeah, I mean, this kind of games, you got to have, the greed. I mean, every game you have to have this greed, to want more every time, because at all times it doesn't matter who's on the court. There's somebody who's going to want to stop you from doing what you do out there. So you got to be greedy.
Got to be greedy. How much more greedy could we get? He only played 26 minutes, and he still ended the night with 40 points. His second career game with 40 points in 30 minutes or less. Wemby is just the 7th player with those kind of numbers in multiple games since the minutes were first tracked in the 1951-52 season. And so as we take a step back and really look at who Wembanyama is becoming in the NBA, what do you think, Chiney? Do you think he is the most dominant player right now in the association?
First of all, it is so good to be back here on First Take. You know it's hoop season when I pull up. And Stephen A., I'm actually, you gave me a beautiful introduction. I'm mad. You out here in LA, in my city, and you didn't even text me? I didn't know. I had to find out on this platform that you are.
I was going to surprise the NBA Today crew and just show up. I was just going to do that. At my discretion.
Okay.
You never know with me.
We won't tell anybody. We won't tell anybody. You can still surprise us. Still pull up. I love you. It's all good. It's all good. To answer your question, Shea, yes. Victor Wembanyama is absolutely right now the most dominant player in the NBA. And this is no knock on SGA, what he's been able to do. Nikola Jokic, ever since he's been back. Luka Doncic, his phenomenal numbers. When we talk about dominant, I love that word and that distinction. In the NBA, we think of maybe the last 5 years, guys like Giannis Antetokounmpo, couple decades past, Shaquille O'Neal. Dominance means what you do on both ends of the floor. And it's not just what you do, it's how you do it. We have this group chat, and speaking of NBA Today, we have this group chat. In the last 2 days, the group chat has been crazy, especially coming off of the Detroit-Charlotte game. I was like, y'all see what's happening? And then again, this one coming from spectacular action, this performance, I hit the group chat and I said, you guys, are you seeing what Wemby is doing? 17 points or so in the first 4 minutes, 25 in the first 8. It's interesting because most players, when you see LeBron and Luka not suiting up, people would take their foot off the glass. If you saw when the ball was tipped and he scored his first basket, he had those hungry eyes. San Antonio Spurs, this was their 53rd game of the season. It did not matter. He approaches every second that he's playing like it's a sacrament. And I do believe he has that ultimate fear factor. So is he probably the best player? No, he's going to be that soon. But is he right now the most dominant player? I believe so.
Well, first off, tell Shaq, Steve, that Malone's still better. 3 MVPs to 1 when you drop in there.
You're unbelievable. You're unbelievable.
You're nuts. Tell Shaq. Tell Shaq that. Number 2, listen, Wembanyama's great. I'm not going to dispute that. And San Antonio's 10-3 against these good teams. Denver, the Lakers, and Oklahoma City. They're 4-1 against Oklahoma City, so they'll be dangerous. But remember, before we go out there and build statues all over the place, in his second year, Alcindor won a championship, MVP, and he had won 3 straight championships in college. So, and this is who he's going to be compared to as the season moves along, because Kareem's the best center. Depends how you want to look at it. Wilt, Russell, maybe Jokic down the road, but he is going to be viewed on that level, Wembyama. So that's he hasn't won a playoff game yet. This is his second season. Now they're playing well. They're 36-16. He got to stay healthy. He seems to have done it all, but he has not won a playoff game, and it's a young team with a young coach. So I'm not quite ready to put them on this incredible level that the Spurs are the team to beat in the Western Conference. That's what I would say.
Listen. You're just a curmudgeon. For those who don't understand that word, look it up. Just an individual that just finds excuses to complain. You're ridiculous.
Like a fair point, I thought.
The question was, is he the most dominant NBA player?
Thank you.
Now, nobody brought up the 60s and the early 70s with Lou Alcindor, who became Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Nobody asked about that. We didn't sit up there and say, how do you compare him to the all-time great 7-footers? That was not the question. The question is, today, with Jokic in the league, with Embiid in the league, with so many other players in the league, where does this guy rank in terms of his level of dominance? And at 7'5", shooting 51% from the field, 37% from three-point range at 7'5". The dude is a bona fide three-point shooter. He's a bona fide perimeter shooter at 7'5". 11 rebounds, 24 points a game. We get all of that, nearly 3 blocks per game. But when you look at the fact that he's 7'5", and he could step away from the basket to shoot threes, and the fluidity with which you see him playing offensively, and then you recall looking at the reigning defending NBA champions like Jalen Williams being asked about why do you guys have so much trouble with the San Antonio Spurs. He says, there's this dude that they have over there that's like 7'5". That would be a reason. What he didn't say is that the rest of the league looks like mini-me going up against him. You have dudes like LeBron James and others looking up at him like this, not like this, like this, like damn, what are you supposed to do? And that's what you're going up against. And by the way, let me say this because I think it's important to bring this up. What the hell is wrong with the Lakers? You have to rest all 5. See, this is the kind of stuff. That's why they're lucky they got their contract. The 11-year, $77 billion contract. It's not just the Lakers. Steve Kerr has done this before, whatever. Why would you sit all 5 times? There's paying customers in the seats. You think they wanted to see LaRavia? You think they wanted to see these cats? That's who they came to see play at the Crypto.com arena? It's the Los Angeles Lakers, purple and gold, and LeBron and Luka, even though Luka's hurt, and Austin Reeves all sitting out, and DeAndre Ayton. I mean, hasn't he shown enough times that he's looking like, he's from the Bahamas? Hasn't he shown enough times that, resembling a dude that's walking on the beach with his sandals on instead of in sneakers, running up and down a court for 94 feet? That's what DeAndre Ayton has looked like sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. It's like, damn. And Wembyama went out on the court and said, this is what you got up against me? You knew I was coming to town? You knew I was going to be in the house? And this is what you put up against me? That's why he scored 17 straight damn points. That's why he set up